Yeah, I hadn't played it in ages for myself either. I played it when it first came out, and I did great. I did great. I had fun playing that one when it first came out. But then I didn't. I like stopped playing it after a few months, and then I just didn't touch it. Which I feel is a great disservice to the game, but it was also a sandbox game that I felt I could do week to week without very many repercussions. Look how well that turned out. I'm gonna stare you down. Hi guys, how's it going? I have another new asset to add to the mix. Hi Cyrus. Hi Cedrin. Hi Mike. I know you're there, Lavina. Say hello. There you are. There's my sis. Hi. So yeah, we've got a lot of returning faces in the audience today. We've already got a really surprisingly like wow big amount of people here today. It's great. I love it. I love seeing it. Do it. Do it, coward. Snoot is presented. Do it. I dare you. Oh, you actually did it. That was unexpected. Anyway, this is gonna be a short stream today. This is gonna start. Liz thinks that doing we talked to each other about it again, and Liz believes that possibly doing it Tuesday and Thursday during the week, the daily streams, might be too much. So she, since I already promised to do it twice this week, I was like, hey, let me at least do it this week. We'll see how it fits. If I don't get myself burned out on it, I can probably manage it. And she's like, okay, just don't burn yourself out. Okay, yeah, I can do my best to keep that promise. Look at these eyes. They're innocent eyes. They're trustworthy, right? I'm a Avali in my word. Anyway, I was actually worried for a minute that I wouldn't be able to stream Animal Crossing because I tried to fire up my Switch after starting the stream and starting the music and whatnot, and starting up the intro card thing, and my Switch was dead. My cat had unplugged my Switch while I was out doing errands, and my Switch had completely died in the meantime. So thank goodness it doesn't take too terribly long to charge up a Switch. Well, not good. So, but I got to plug back in. It's working now. So let's stop stalling and get into it. I'm not stalling on purpose. One moment, please. Come on, show me the gameplay. Show me the gameplay. Come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. You know it's there. You know it's there. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. There. Now it will always be capturing. Good. Ugh. Why do I hear an echo? I don't know. Oh well. Game time. Oh no, hold on. I forgot. I forgore. I forgot to plug my HDMI for my screen in, so I'm gonna have to play it off of the actual game capture. This'll be fun. Today's been a day. Most days are days, but today's been a day. It's Isabel!
Hello there, everyone. Right now on Draz'Isle, it's 6:06 p.m. on Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. Now for today's announcements. Today, we have a visitor staying at the campsite. I hope the entire island joins me in giving our guest a warm welcome. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there.
Okay, Isabel. I will do my best to make the island the best it can be. I have mail. I should check that. Smiling fool. Are my money trees grown up yet? No. Mom! Hi, Mom! Cherry blossom petals dance upon the wind like some kind of bizarre battalion of breeze ballerinas. Wow. That must be where I got my acclamation for alliteration from. A smile graces the face as I watch the petals fall. All is well until... Achoo! Mom. And she sent me a gift. What'd she send me? It's a tissue box. I try. I try. Alright, Mom sent me a tissue box for some reason. Probably because she knows it's allergy season. Allergy season could suck. I gotta drop this off. Oh! I changed my house too. Oh! That's what I was going to talk to you guys about. The new asset. I am actually... I have started to draw out the mansion places that I normally had done in Minecraft that I've been using as my backdrops. I've started to draw them out so that way I can have a semi anime-esque or illustrated room assets of my own that I made. So I've got the entryway done, more or less, and I've got a few others in mind that I'm going to start working on. Some in the living room, some of the office, and just some hallways, like the onsen hallway that I used when I first started. I should probably use that one more often. It's a pretty good aesthetic. Excuse me. I don't like hiccups. Hiccups are not fun. I'll plant those later. I promise, Lavina, I have been working on getting you a model and making sure that it worked. Cause I had it. I had it. I had to tweak a few things, but I had one. And it mostly worked. I just had to tweak a few things on your model, but when I went back to tweak those things on your model, suddenly your model broke. So I've been having to rebuild your model from scratch. Which has been an interesting experience. But once I get your model rebuilt, I'm going to get a VRM of that one going, and that way you can start streaming like this too. It'll be fun. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to figure out how to do hand tracking before even I do. Which would be saddening. But oh well. Stuff happens. I successfully downloaded an update to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection. I like that game. That game's actually really fun. It's very nostalgic too, because those turtle games, the arcade beat 'em up turtle games, those were my freaking childhood, man. I can't really say I'm particularly good at them, but they're my childhood. They're nostalgic. I love playing them. Maybe not the Nintendo one. The Nintendo one sucks balls because it's way too hard. I played that one for YouTube. I had a game series called Anything Goes, and I had a Southern Drawing Zebra as my co-host, and we played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for the NES. That was one of our first games that we played. And oh my god, why did I do that? Why did I subject myself? Like, okay, I used to play it a lot as a kid, and I remember having fun playing it, but not really ever getting far. Like, never, ever getting far. Glad to see you guys are having fun. Was that Hedwig? Hedwig was on my island, guys! Or it was small. It could have been Pigluigian. Anyways, I should go find that balloon that was floating back there. I'm supposed to be doing my dailies, right? Which means don't get distracted. Do you have a Switch? I don't think it crossed platforms. Yes, eggs. It's almost Easter. Ta-da! I'm a Guinness. I'm a Guinness. That's where I have it. Okay, I don't think it's multi-platform. The only game that I know of that has successfully gone like multi-platform online is the Bedrock edition of Minecraft. Do not quote me. I don't know for certain. I'm mostly talking out of my ass and sharing my opinion. But as far as I am aware, I don't believe that the Cowabunga collection does multi-platform crossover. I'd like it to. That would make things so much easier. And then we could just hop on. You can hop on your PC. I can hop on my Switch. We can stream Turtles together sometime. That'd be a nifty little collab. I would be. You'd have to let me be Michelangelo, though. At least in the arcade ones. Deal? Yeah, his reach sucks, but Michelangelo has always been my favorite turtle. If you couldn't tell by the fact that I basically base myself off of being an absolute goofball goober like he does. Maybe I don't speak like the super surfer dude thing, but man, that's one of the first freaking voices I ever learned. Whoa, dude. That's like radical and stuff. Somebody call you. I don't think so. Ah! Oh. I did say that, but I said it in regards to myself. Colorful wheel that can go in my park, which has moved. I did. I played my dailies yesterday. And because of that, I discovered that I had more residents. Oh, hey. It's put it this way. Base item. No. No. Are you kidding me? Where? Where is it? Where is it? Why is it there? Not there anymore. Hey! 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 Attention me! Attention me! Ha! I win. Fine. I'll... No. Maybe I can put it here. Yes, there is. Don't you lie to me. It's snowing. Not actually. Sorry, that was a Dragon Ball Z abridged reference. Why do you have to be so difficult? Why? There! Oh my goodness, golly, gravy, G. Willikers, Batman. They have to put Batman in there. The Admiral sent me a Dharma. Or DIY for Dharma, anyway. What is in the present? It's probably an egg. I was wrong. It wasn't an egg. But it was egg related. So semi win. But yeah, Tom said that there was going to be we had to build more houses so that we could get more villagers. And I was like, oh shit, that is a thing that actually has to happen, huh? Might be. But yeah, I was like, oh man, that is something I gotta do. I gotta build more houses, so I gotta have room in the center island for more houses. And I just built that damn park. So I had to rip down the entire park and cut down a few more trees. And brought the park over here. I think that's a pretty good location for a park. It feeds right into a beach. The beach has a fishing deck over here and easy access to the ocean. It's a good beach, or it's a good location for a park. Fishing spot right here so you can fish. I will definitely change the floor when I get the ability to do so. I think I might be able to... Wait, I gotta check that now. Is that something I gotta buy? Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys' fun. But yeah, this is... Ah, Samantha. Hello, hello. Isabel mentioned it in today's broadcast, but today we have our first guest over at the campsite. Samantha, if you have time, or even if you don't have time, do it anyway. Make time. Just do it. And go check on our guest. And if you get an opening, try talking them into moving to Draz'Isle. I developed a little bit of a stutter there. I apologize. The bright future of this island depends on you, Samantha. I have faith in you. Yes, yes. Yeah, that's because I'm giving you all the money to do everything that you need to do, and you're making money off of you're making money off of my investment. Anyways. What should I do? Today we have our first guest at the campsite. If you have time, or even if you don't have time. Yeah, that's what they said before. Okay, so I gotta go talk to the guest. That's apparently my daily for today. I gotta go talk to our camp person. But first, I have accrued quite a few miles. Upsail, upsail, upsail. Yes, make sure that they fall in love with the island and never want to leave. You can check out anytime you like, but they can never leave. Make sure they know that. How many miles do I need? I didn't check in with the Nook shop yesterday. That's my bad. Yeah, right? And if they're a bird, clip their wings. Take this. If they're a fish, take their sea legs. Make sure they never leave the island. Bell voucher. The hell is a bell voucher? Okay. Customizable phone case, pro camera app, custom design at pro editor, custom designs pattern, ultimate pocket stuffing. Oh! Yeah, I think I can afford that. That'll give me more space in my pockets. Ha! How dare you! How dare you reveal our secret to everybody like that? Incredibly rude! That must be the work of fairy godparents! Yes, I want the ultimate pocket stuffing. I can now hold more things. So my streams can run even longer. Yay! Huh, okay. That's how I get bigger pockets. I become a Time Lord, and then they'll be bigger on the inside. I'm not done yet. I won't be able to decorate. Give me the thing. Pro decorating license. Yes, gimme. I must have. Then I'll be able to do all of the things and make the island look good and look professional and stuff. Just print a pocket. Yeah, it's super simple. Ever watch Doctor Strange? All they have to do is wave their hands around. Or read a book. An evil book, but a book nonetheless. Or punch stars into the fabric of reality, which seems a little bit harder. Walls and ceiling items to realize my vision. What does that mean? Hip reaction collection. Oh. Okay, decorating box, drinking fountain, manhole cover, stone tablet. Okay, cool. Neat. I guess I'm going to finish things off by printing the rest of my reaction wheel. Yeah, let's just get all of the upgrades right now since I completely forgot that I can even do this in the first place. That sounds like a good idea. Woohoo! Yippee! That totally makes sense. Yay! I can now do... Oh, yay! I can do this now! Must take a minute to achieve Zen. While they're running around, I will take a moment, find a spot, and achieve the perfect Zen with my slingshot. Yes! Visualize the target. Visualize the bullet leaving the sling. Visualize popping the balloon and claiming the prize. Yes. Visualize how you want the island to look. Yes. I got bored. I got some fossils. Fossils. Inner peace through outer violence. Well, I've heard a saying recently, mostly through TikTok, but it's been a saying that I identify with a lot. And the saying is, nobody knows the violence it took to be this gentle. And it's like one of those things that I'm like, I really strongly identify with that phrase, turn of phrase. Because reaching healing, as one would say, is not an easy task. And for me especially, since I have a bit of a temper that I have had to wrestle with for most of my life, I had the potential to be extremely violent. But I didn't want to be, because I never saw the value in it. So I strongly identify with the phrase because that is basically how I feel. Is nobody will know the violence that I gave and took to allow myself to get to a point in my life where I can be this gentle. No! That was my favorite net. So yeah, one could say that is a very abridged version of that saying, inner peace through outer violence. And I mean, all things considered, it wouldn't be too far. Like, look at the Kung Fu Panda movies. Pro decorating lessons. Time to learn how to accent the walls, hanging from the items in the ceiling. Okay, you can hang different types of wallpaper on one of the walls in the room to create an accent wall. While in decorating mode, use that to select a parameter. Okay. Hanging items from the ceiling can... cool. While in decorating mode, you do the swap modes and edit ceiling fixtures. I guess that's what I paid for. Not what I wanted, though. I want to be able to make walkways and change the flooring in the park to something a little bit more softer, like sand or dirt. Yeah. One of my brother's biggest, one of the things he's most thankful for me, I guess, is I used to, and this sounds really bad because my brother has epilepsy and cerebral palsy, right? But he had a temper that was as bad as mine, if not potentially worse. He actually swung. I did my best not to. Didn't mean it worked all the time, but I did my best not to. So the kindest thing that I ever did for my brother was when he would get pissed off enough to want to start swinging on somebody, I would subdue him. Physically subdue him. Quite often that meant I had to fight him to do it. But it was one of those things where I took the heat for fighting to keep him out of trouble. I could take it. Besides, beyond that, I didn't really want him to get in too much trouble for murdering our stepsister, even though she doesn't. I can't pass that kind of judgment. I know what I think and I know what I want to say, but I know in my heart that I cannot pass that kind of righteous judgment. That would make me no better than a lot of the people that I actively try to oppose. What was I making? A net. What do I need for that? Iron nuggets. Where are my dang iron nuggets? Where are my nuggets? I want my nuggets. Give me my nuggies. Don't make Davali sad. I want my nuggies. Is it cannibalism? Maybe. Do I care? Not really. Where are my rocks? Gotta beat some rocks to get me some iron. Rocks! Don't give me eggs. I don't want eggs. I want iron. Iron, please. Thank you. Thank you. As a kid, I was a ranch. Okay, I still enjoy nuggies and ranch. Nuggets and ranch. I still like that. It's when I don't have what I actually want, that's a good substitute. But over the years, I've actually developed more of a taste for honey mustard. I like dipping my chicken nuggets in honey mustard a lot more these days. I'll do barbecue sauce. I like barbecue sauce. I'll do ranch. I still like ranch. But all in all, my preference is honey mustard. And that's something that's changed as I gotten older. Where's all my rocks? There's a rock. Good timing, that. It's Nix! Hi, Nix! Thanks for stopping in! Happy to see you! Yeah, we're kind of talking about Avali's. Ish. Nix has an Avali too. I think they're a Javali though. I'm a Kitavali. There are apparently different subspecies. Nix, Cedrin was the individual who designed my first Davali. The one that this one's based on. Really? That sounds interesting. I might have to try that out sometime. Yeah, it's Cedrin just didn't want me to be, you know, without avatar in VR chat that was a good representation of me in my colors and whatnot. So one day I hopped onto VR chat, was running around in one of my little mini free models, and Cedrin came up to me and changed into me. And I was like, whoa. And he's like, here, take this. And I'm like, okay. And that's how I became an Avali. Ah, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I have not collected my miles for today. What am I doing? Nobody knows. It is a rather versatile species. And I still give a bit of credit as I can. I made some changes to the design that Cedrin put into my first Avali when I made this one. Like, my tail skirt and my feathers have a little bit more detail work put into them, because I had some ideas after seeing Cedrin's original design. But this is all based on Cedrin's original design, which is based on me, yes, but it is still based on Cedrin's original color palette design. The color palette could have been done quite differently, but I decided to keep this one because it was a good representation. And he did it without me knowing. It just one day he walked up to me, showed this to me, and was like, hey, here. Oh, hey, yeah, cool, thanks. Yep. Good old space chickens. What was I doing? Ah, yes, I gotta go look at places to dig up fossils. Check around the island, make sure that there aren't any, No, I was going to go make a actual bug net, but I do need to go get my fossils taken care of, and I'm ADD. Ah! Yeah, I have. Well, the Avali's a form. I am a dragon gazelle hybrid, primarily, and because of the dragon part, I can shapeshift. Cedrin did not make this model. I made this model. But it is based on Cedrin's design. Substance took your license away? Why? Why would they do that? I mean, I still have my version of substance. But, it's totally, completely legal, guys. I totally spent money on this substance painter that I have. Ah, Yeah, that'd do it. I used to have the Adobe CS5 suite on a laptop, on a MacBook Pro, I should say. It was given to me by a trade college, and unaccredited. I'm going to rub this into the ground. They are unaccredited, like to the point where you can sue them if you were not able to get a job, and if you graduated from there and were not able to get a job. Fuck, I'd like to be able to sue them because of how they fucking let me go. I was a good student. I was an A student. I got my work done when I was supposed to, but because of life situations at the time, there were a few times where I had to take sabbaticals from school because of extenuating circumstances, right? First one was damn near mental collapse that I needed to take a break from school for a month or two. Okay, they let me do that. I came back, and then I went back. You know, I went to school for a little while. I was homeless at the time, so it was hard to get to and from school. And I came back because I managed to get in closer, so I went back to school at the same place. They let me back in, and they let me stay there until my dad died. When my dad died, you know, I had to take bereavement time off of school, make sure that certain affairs were in order, and I could, you know, mentally handle going back to school. But the teacher allowed me to continue to turn in the work for the class that I was not present for. So I was still taking the class. I was still doing the work. I was still reading the book. I was still learning how to do everything. And I still was passing that class with a solid A. I go into the school, because after my month of bereavement, I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. I feel like I can go back to school. I go back to school. And I go into the class that I'm scheduled to be at, and they told me I'm not on the list. I'm not on the list of class members. That's weird. This is the class I was told to go to. Okay, well, you need to go talk to the dean because you're not on my list. Okay. So I went and I talked to the dean. Lo and behold, the dean pretty much stared me down and said, yeah, you're expelled. You've been missing a lot of class. You're expelled. I took bereavement time. I talked to my instructor. We had an agreement, me and my instructor. You're making my instructor into a liar. My dad died. It was time off for bereavement. And I quote, I don't care. Get out of my school. What? Anyways, I kept the computer. But yeah. That's my college story. That's how I went to a completely unaccredited college, and now if I have to want credit or go back to school for any of those classes for any reason, I have to take them again. In an elongated environment that I would undoubtedly fail in. So that's why I don't go back to college. It is what it is. It was like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 years ago. They really were. It wasn't a him, it was a she. It was like a middle-aged, salt and pepper, wrinkly ass, glasses wearing, white power suit wearing bitch. Karen, bitch. And they didn't give a shit. They'd kicked my friend out like a few months earlier for similar reasons. They kicked another friend out that I had because they found out that basically he was like homeless. I don't know. There were a lot of they had like you know how people in a right to work state can be fired for legitimately any reason. This school was handling was expelling students like it was a right to expel state. It was not a good college. I regret the student debt that I have attached to it. Yeah, that's probably the word I was trying to use. But I'm here now. I am where I am. And if I had not gone through the experiences I've gone through, I would never have met my partner, who has been one of the best things in my life for the last almost 10 years. So you kind of got to take the good with the bad, or the bad with the good. There is no such things as mistakes, just learning experiences. Says the people who've never had a learning experience bad enough to legitimately be in a mistake before. Only one? Only one? Really? Only one? Exactly. It's only a mistake if you refuse to learn. Just like the difference between stupidity and ignorance is your capacity and your desire to learn from it. Ignorance is legitimately not knowing. Stupidity is knowing and choosing to go against it. Ignorance is excusable. Stupidity is not. I don't have time to listen to your explanation, my dude. I'm sorry. Nah, I'm fine. I think I haven't been... There are certain parts of the islands I haven't been to yet. I need to check those parts of the island. See if I can find more fossils. Clean up the island. It's important. I haven't been down here, and I think I already see a dig spot. Hello, Lloyd. That's not a fossil. That's an egg. How dare. Ignorance is knowing but not caring. Stupidity is either knowing or not knowing but still doing the dumb decision anyway. Yeah. Well, ignorance can just be the lack of knowledge. That's why you can, when someone comes up to you and says, "Excuse my ignorance, but please explain this to me," I view that's a lot better than just walking up to somebody, calling them something derogatory, and expecting them to be like, "Oh, yay, thank you. My mom called me that." So I just view ignorance to be a little bit more excusable than stupidity. Because there are some people out there that just legitimately don't know any better. And they're asking questions to learn, not to offend. So you gotta be able to know the difference there as well. Well, how did we get onto such a serious topic? I'm seriously playing a game about building an island with anthropomorphic short stack characters. Yes. That is a statement I will 100% agree with. Am I gonna have all of the Bunny Day things? There are a lot of Bunny Day DIY recipes. This is true. And a human is worth putting your time into. Humanity sucks. Just that is a very good distinction. Thank you for that, Nix. The individual is different from the collective beast. And the stupid ones are the ones who follow the collective beast without really giving a shit. Yes. Good use of MIB there. Good use of Men in Black. I think I might have been too loud. I can vaguely hear TikTok videos in the background of my at-home ambiance, which means my girlfriend must be awake. I'm sorry, Liz, if it's you being awake. I didn't mean to wake you up. I love you. I'm sure she heard that. That is a completely different story. The hive mind sort of thing falls under the concept of ignorance. You don't know better. You're following the hive. It's like the Borg. Are the Borg redeemable? Questionable. But the Borg operated in a hive mind. Once the individual was reestablished, those characters were interesting. See, I don't know that much about the Avali backstory. I'm sorry. I know that sounds bad coming from an Avali, but I don't know much about the Avali backstory. The only thing that I know is, oh hey, I saw a thing that looked cute once, so I turned into it. I probably won't have the time to read it. Oh, wait. Put that tree in your pocket, Sam. Pocket that tree. Pocket the tree. Put the tree in the pocket, Sam. Thank you. Oh yeah. I'm referring to the original Borg, the '90s Borg, not the Borg that they're establishing in Picard, the reformed Borg. They're unassimilating the Borg in Picard, and that's a completely different can of worms that we're not even going to touch. But what I'm referring to is like the '90s Borg, when they were at the first contact Borg, when they were at their scariest. But at the same time, once they reestablish individualism into some of the Borg characters, they become some of the more intriguing of the Borg characters, like Hugh. He was an unassimilated Borg, and he was an interesting character. Was he kind of villainous? He was easy to lead astray because he was new to the concept of humanity. But it gave potential. And then, of course, we have 7 of 9. Who's still, in this day, in Star Trek. She's a lead character in Picard. But she's also one of the most interesting Borg characters in the show. And most of that is because she is an unassimilated Borg. But yeah, the concept of hive mind, ignorance and stupidity does not really hold a candle to that one, because you do what you're supposed to do, what your instincts tell you to do, no question. But once the individuality is set back in, ignorance and stupidity is back on the table. See, that's the thing too. My brother was the Trekkie. I wasn't. I mean, I do have a slight story about that. My brother and sister one time a Star Trek convention came through Boise, Idaho, the place where I was born and raised. And my sister, who was a teenager, and my brother, who was a tween, both decided to go. My mom took them and me to, who was like 5-6 years old at the time, to a Star Trek convention. There were voice actors there too. It was a good experience. It was my first real convention experience, and I got lost. They looked away from me, and I'm an AD. I'm a kid with ADD. What do you expect? So I got lost at a Star Trek convention, and I ran around the grounds, and I freaked the hell out of my mom and my siblings, because they could not for the life of me find me. And who should be the one to find me but Marina Sirtis? And she just knelt down, and I'm like, "It's Counselor Troy!" And she's like, "Oh, hi, little one. Are you all right? Let's come back with us to the voice actor table. We'll keep you safe while we get on the intercom and get your family over here. What's your name?" And so I got to meet Marina Sirtis. I think Brent Spiner was there. I know Michael Dorn was there. I think Jonathan Frakes was there. And Gates McFadden was there, and I would have remembered meeting LeVar Burton, so he wouldn't have been there. But that's where so I got to meet all of them and hang out with them at the voice actor table for like the 30 minutes it took to get my name out of me and get on the and to get on the overhead. And can the parents of insert name here please come to the voice actor table? We have found your child. And so I got, my brother still has, to this day, he has the he got a signed poster, because he was dumbfounded that I got to spend time with the voice actors. And so he had a little poster he had brought with him, and he's like, "Can you guys sign this so that I have proof that this actually happened?" And he still has it. He still has the poster. It's hanging up in his Star Trek collection. It's like one of his prized possessions, because his younger sibling got him signatures from about half the cast because they got lost. I mean, who can say that? Who can actually say that? My sibling got lost, and because of it, I met the cast of my favorite show. Oh, Robert Picardo, I would have loved to meet. I love his doctor. The hologram doctor. Oh, he's one of my favorite freaking Star Trek characters to date. Alright, I gotta give all my muns to the Lloyd, so that way I can keep working towards paying off that incline. I'll shake the fruit off the trees tomorrow or Thursday. Hello, Lloyd. It is time for me to make a payment. Would you please accept it? Oh wow, I'm really close. Oh yeah, you gotta love when that sort of stuff happens. I went to an anime convention. It was one of my first anime conventions. I went as Satori Soma. No, it was my second one, because it was the... I went as Satori Soma for the first year as a part of a group. The second year I went, I had a full suit. I had commissioned a full suit for like $300, and I had grown my hair out. So the second year I went as Satori Soma again, but as a more perfected version of the cosplay, and people were staring me down the entire time going, you must have walked right out of the comic. I swear you did. So I got a lot of pictures taken of me that year, and that year I met Vic Magonia, which I know he's got some controversy attached to him at the moment, but yeah, I met Vic, and I spent an hour just chat. He needed to get away from the big old crowd, so when the con was dying down, we just hung out on the couch. I chatted with him, we got some pictures, and then he discovered that I could do an impersonation of Edward Elric. And one would think that, you know, he'd be tired of hearing people impersonate Edward Elric, being Edward Elric himself. But he's like, oh, no, do it. I want to hear it. So I was like, okay, cool. And I did the impersonation, and he's like, that was so good. Have you ever considered voice acting? And I'm like, kind of. I would love to. Well, if I ever see your name pop up at Funimation, I'll go ahead and give you a recommendation. That was like one of the highlights of my con going career was I got recommendations from Vic Magonia. Like, once again, yes, I understand there's controversy surrounding him right now. I remain neutral at this point. I was on Team Vic, and then there was that one time where he accidentally revealed that he was pantsless in a live stream, and that kind of made me go, not a good look, Vic. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm still like, oh hey, yeah, I met him once, twice. He was at 2 of the conventions I went to. He remembered me the second time I saw him. He didn't have enough time to chat that time, and I was a part of a cosplay group that year, playing Jin from Xenosaga. We did a dance for the cosplay competition, which is on YouTube. I will not tell you how to find it. Don't ask. Anyways, I should probably be wrapping things up. I need to get ready to go pick up my mom at 7:30. So, and like I said, it was going to be a short stream anyway. I was just getting my dailies out of the way. Making some money, cleaning up the island, making sure that whatever needs to be done. I have not met the camper. I got to do that before I can quit. Ah, see? I get controversy happens. You can't always be in control of what other people do. But that does not change the fact I got bit by a spider. God dang it. That does not change the fact people change. And I did. I was some of the things that I heard from Monica, from the whole Monica Rial situation, though, just did not add up to me. But yeah, the live stream was not a good look. That's all I can really say on that front. I'm neutral, but the live stream wasn't a good look. Yeah, he is a good guy, and he is a friendly guy, which is why the controversy is, because he can get touchy-feely sometimes without really thinking about asking for consent. So, you know, that, but he's Italian. That's just sort of society thing. That'd be like going to I don't know, going to Japan and expecting them immediately to take your United States dollar because that's what you use back home. So it's easy to misunderstood. It's easy to misunderstand. But yeah, the stream thing, that was a mistake. I'll admit that was a mistake. but I don't even put a lot of funny thing. There are I don't know if I should go into it, but there is a character that Monica Rial voices in a fairly popular anime that I may be doing a fan dub of at some point soon. And it'll be fun for me because it'll be in my own roundabout way. I'll be competing with Monica Rial, and oh my god, have I wanted to. Let's go say hi to the camper. That's the one thing that we were asked to do today, and I kept getting distracted because ADD volley. Whoops. Chatter! He was one of my first villagers on my other village. Yes, please move here. I want you on my village, on my island, please. Yes, Chatter. Yes. The ultimate Chad mouse. I want him on my island. Let him be on my island. I want it. I'll make a voice for him next time when he's a more regular, reoccurring character. I cannot see what you posted there, Nix. The clip didn't show. What clip? Oh, I've got links turned off. It was a way to discourage bots from trying to scam my followers when I first came out in VTubing a few years ago. I will practice that voice. That is a good idea. I will look at that once I'm done streaming, Nix. But yes, thank you for sharing. One would think. Yes, please, move here. You should live here. Chatter, please, live here, please. An exclusive invitation. Yes, you are exclusively invited to live here. Please, live here, Chatter. You are like one of my favorite mice people in all of existence. I am the VIP manager of the whole island. My money made this place happen. Fine. Yes. Hello, Restart. Thank you for your first time in the chat. Thank you for coming to watch. And yes, I am in fact a space burp, but only in this form. I'm actually a Drazelleverse, but I am in my Avali form because this is all that works when I'm streaming, apparently. My magic is on the fritz. Okay, so I gotta go talk to Tom Nook now to make sure that... Love you too, Lavina! Oh, Liz has... Liz has joined the fray!
Liz is going to burn in hell.
Why?
Because she just introduced her mommy to... Sam Smith's Unholy.
I used that song on TikTok to introduce one of my alternate universe personas, Savage, onto the scene. It was fun.
Just for the record, to everybody out there, me and my mom have this weird... Yeah, she's my mom, and she is my mom, and she does act like my mom. But she also acts like my childhood best friend.
Oddly enough, similar relationship that I have to my daughter. We don't live together. She lives with her dad, but we are the best of friends. She never turns down a conversation when I message her. We chat for hours. We talk about stupid stuff like My Hero Academia and Undertale and Night in the Woods. A lot of her likes actually came from me talking about things that I'd recently done. So Liz and her mom have a very similar relationship to that, and it makes me so happy because I can see where my relationship with my daughter is going, and it's actually pretty good.
And me and my mother troll each other. We seriously hardcore troll each other.
Bug.
But she's working, my mother is working on this never-ending playlist of songs that are really good, but they get stuck, they're horrible earworms, and you want to murder the person who introduced them to you.
Hedwig.
Yes. So, I've been telling her about all these songs that I know are fucking earworms from hell, so I can get them stuck in her head on purpose, and she's thanking me for it.
Oh, I'm still working on getting chatter. But yeah, that's how I feel that adult relationships with your parents should be. Less child and mother and more peers. Because once you become an adult and you start learning those lessons, you are peers. Yes, they are peers who have quite a few years on you, but they just have years on their peers. That's it.
Well, my best friends are not the only ones who ask, what would Lizzie do? So my mother doesn't call me Lizzie. She would never call me Lizzie. She's not going to call me Lizzie.
Right. My senses tell me that you've been to see our guest at the campsite, How did it go? He wants to live here, and I know him, so I can make him live here. What? Really? Samantha, you've done it, and so quickly. Then this means we have no time to waste. Our next course of action will be building a new home. Now, Samantha, since you're close to deal with our visitor, since you closed the deal with our visitor, you should be the one to pick the location of the new home. Can I? Okay. I guess I'm picking a location for a... Oh, I think I know where this is going to go already. Yes, give me a housing kit. Thank you. I will do your lines later.
Phrasing's still a thing. And that was on multiple levels, dude. Seriously, on multiple. There's the emphasis on Jew and the emphasis on line. Two different other ways to take that.
Okay, we're going to put it right here. Yes. Chatter's gonna be my neighbor. Because I said so.
Hey, I have Limburg. I'm happy.
Oh yeah, she's got Limburg. You remember how I was like, hey, you know, when I first got my first island, and I'm like, oh hey, I have this weird cheese-looking mouse, and it was Chatter. So I got one of my original villagers back.
Nice.
Yay! That makes me super happy because I actually really liked him as a neighbor.
Limburg calls me kiddo.
Chatter says fromage. Ah, Samantha, welcome back. Well, did you find a place for us to build a new home? Of course I did. Oh, fine news indeed. We don't want to keep our customers waiting, so I'll proceed with the construction at supersonic speed. We'll want our new island friend to start their lives here. I'm good at words, I promise. We want our new island friend to start their lives here as quickly as possible, after all. This has got me thinking. We can't predict when someone will want to move here. But scrambling to secure a plot only when the need arises is much too haphazard a way of doing business. Ah, yes, of course. As part of improving infrastructure, we'll set aside plots in advance and put them up for sale. I'll have to change a small proceeding fee, or I'll have to... Proceeding fee, yes. I'll have to charge a small processing fee, but if we get a buyer who moves in, we'll give you miles as a reward. Samantha, I do hope I can count on your help again. Okay, I'll go let Chatter know. I'm apparently doing fetch quests here in the last few seconds. Oh, it's okay, Cedrin. You don't need to spend 100% of your attention on me while you're watching. That would be unreasonable. I'm getting weird looks from Liz.
I don't even give you that much attention. And I live with you.
Well, 2 of my moderators are at work. And then we have Lavina. Lavina's a moderator. I don't know if I told her that I made her a moderator, but I made her a moderator.
You didn't ask her first? You should not heap responsibility on people unless they volunteer for it.
I have 2 moderators that do streaming themselves because that they know what to look out for. Mike and Lavina.
Well, that's a good idea, but you still should have asked her first. Consent is key.
I asked them when I first streamed like a few years ago, and they were like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, as long as you got consent once, until they withdraw consent.
I got good news. You can live here. You've got your own house and everything. Yes, get things in order. You must move here. You must be here. By the time I stream Thursday, if you are not here, I might have me an angry.
Is that literally cheddar with the vowel switched?
It's Chad, like muscular Chad, or chatter.
Yeah, it's cheddar, like cheddar cheese with the vowel switch.
Yes. Yay! I have successfully procured one of my older villagers from my other island. That feels like a freaking good and productive stream to me. All right, I gotta get myself home so I can save and whatnot. I missed a weed. That's not a weed, that's a flower. That's not a weed, that's a stick. That's a weed. Use the ladder, Sam. I will not disrupt their fish. That would be kind of a dick move of me. Cool. Back home I go. 2 mods for 2 viewers. I got more than 2 viewers.
Who cares? Y'all having fun, who cares?
Yeah, we're all having fun. We haven't... Well, the reason I only have 2 mods plus me is, A, I do the moderation myself. They are only mods to catch things that I miss. Which I don't miss much because I'm constantly looking over and reading.
I'm dropping shit. Loudly.
So, I try my best to do my own moderation, but they catch the things that slip through the cracks, which is really what I need. I'm not popular enough to have, you know, a chat that flies by without me being able to read it yet. So, I'm not here to sleep. I'm here to save my game. Cool. Ready to wrap things up for now? Absolutely I am. Well, that feels like, to me, like a very productive stream. I got some good dailies done. I got a house set up. I got a lot more muns. You are silly. But yeah, it was very eventful, especially once Chatter popped up. I was like, oh, sweet, I know him. Anyways, like I said, I have been working on new assets. This is one of the new assets I'm working on, is the entryway. I'm going to try to get more of the mansion done so I can show it off. But yeah, that's all I really have to say on it. I gotta go pick up my mom here in about 15 minutes or 10 minutes. So I really gotta go. So I'll see you guys on Thursday at 6. Then we'll do more dailies. And then I will see you on Sunday. And we'll see kind of how things go from there. Have a good week, guys. Bye.